Is Luca really going to get suspended for that game tomorrow? Is that for real?
How many technicals does he have on the season?
That might have been 16.
I think that might be 16.
It's
It
a
might
record.
be.
Let me see.
It might be.
Because
But
I know Anthony Edwards is the leading leader in technical fouls this year. So let me look that up.
that's kind of crazy, bro. Like that he might. So they play Dallas tomorrow, right?
Yes, they play Dallas. That's his home. That's Luca's homecoming, essentially.
Yeah. So what? He might miss his homecoming,
That'll be really funny, man.
bro. That's kind of crazy, actually.
Well, they
If that
better hope they
actually
rescind
happens.
that. They better hope they rescind that technical because oof, it was. I know it was kind
Yeah.
of bullshit, but it is pretty funny though.
But besides that, hell of a result tonight by the Warriors. I felt like in the past there would have been a potential for us to lose this game, but they weren't messing around tonight. They came out, took care of business. My family was like, I actually didn't go to the game, but they were sending me videos and photos from the game, and and great result tonight. 133 points tonight, and held them under
All right,
100.
Oracle. Luca actually only has 12 technicals, so
Oh,
he's
he only
nowhere
has
near it.
12. Okay,
Yeah,
what the hell
he's
were people talking about then? Okay, so he's good then.
It's
He's
Anthony Edwards and Dylan Brooks are the leading leaders in technical fouls
okay.
this year.
So he's gonna play tomorrow then. Okay, all right. Thank God.
Eric fix the title. We need the algorithm. We need to go with the algorithm. We need that Lakers therapy there. You're missing it.
I got you, big bro. Here we
You
go.
got they gotta know how to take the L's, man. They know what they know. So do
uh,
me a favor and pull up the standings as of right now.
as of right now, all right. Hold on one second.
This talk wins and losses. This is a monumental moment right here.
So 47 wins on the year.
Well, it was
Where
more than last year.
so the Clippers have not completed their game yet, so they slide down to the 7 seed. When
I think they got it. I think we can
Yeah, I
just
think
chalk
they
this
might
up.
win tonight. So as it stands right now, we're going to be the 6 seed. So what I need to happen tomorrow, I need the Mavericks to win tomorrow because the Lakers are on a back to back, right? So them losing tonight, actually, they probably should have just rested their guys, but they went for it tonight. But the Nuggets 32 L's, the Warriors 32, Memphis Grizzlies 32, the Clippers 32, and I believe the Timberwolves blew it tonight. I think they blew like a 20-point lead tonight. So
Yes,
they're
they were
on
up by
30.
20, and Milwaukee came back to win that one.
Yeah,
That was
bro, they're
interesting.
on 33 L's right now. So it'd be nice if the Clippers could lose tonight, but I don't think they will. Um so right now we're in the 5th seed. So if the
Well, the
playoffs
Clippers play
started,
tomorrow too. The Clippers have to play tomorrow too. I think it's against
yeah,
the
so
Rockets.
so Kawhi didn't play tonight, so they're currently playing the Spurs. So I just hope they absolutely blow that game, but I don't think they will. But if they do, we'll be the 5th seed as of right now, based on the
Well,
tiebreakers,
here,
bro.
well, I want to ask something to y'all. Do you guys think the Rockets will start resting people because they pretty much locked up the 2 seed tonight because the Lakers lost?
Um, they might
Because they
unless
really
they
don't
want
have
to.
anything. They have nothing else to play for, really. If you
Yes,
think about it.
so they did lock up the 2 seed, bro. Can you fucking believe the Rockets are the 2 seed? It's crazy. Um, but tonight, them Dubs really came out from start to finish. Actually, like I think they scored like 37 points in a quarter. Um, so a solid win tonight. Phoenix just looks dead. Everybody in the building probably hates Brad Beal. Bro, literally, they bro, every single
Bro, half
person
the
in there
arena
probably
was
hates
like
Brad
empty,
Beal.
half the fucking arena was empty by halftime, and the only people that stayed were either Warriors fans or Steph fans or whomever.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is Potts turning into a new pool?
I mean, how many points do you think he's scored like the last couple of games?
She's
I think he's
averaging
Bro, like
averaging
20.
what, like
everything is over
22
20, bro.
ish. Like it's ridiculous. I mean,
Everything
I
is over
hope it's
20.
I hope it's kind of like a legit leap. Like it's right in time for the playoffs too. I mean, hey, bro, Dunleavy and the front office, they made the decision not to trade him, and I guess it's paying off.
You guess. No, it's 100% paying off. Um, let me tell you what. All right, so his last four games, right? So, all right, five. Okay, let me go back
Last five
from.
games, I think 19, 20.
So on the 28th, we faced New Orleans, right? So he had 10 points, 27 points against the Spurs, 8 points against Memphis, 28 against the Lakers, 26 against the Nuggets, 19 against Houston, 22 points tonight, and he played 22 minutes, right? So he's definitely been surging, right? But I mean, even if you go back further, right? So since the trade, I'm seeing 16, 9, 9, 18, 21, right? So he's really been hooping. I mean, in April so far, I think he's averaging like 14 and a half. So he's really playing well. Last five games, he has 20.
It
So
looks kind of
he's
like it looks kind of like the game is like slowing down for him. Like he's getting to spots, he's like that deceleration. It's been working the past
But
couple games. It just
what it is now though is he's actually hitting his threes. I think in the last 5 games he's had four threes in every game. So
yeah.
that's the bulk of his scoring. He's hitting the perimeter shots, which is
He's been
great.
on a heater, bro.
Which is great. I'm kind of disappointed. Where the Lakers fans? I wanted to talk, man. They
Yeah, they
scattered
want no
like
parts.
roaches, man.
Always.
They busy complaining about the refs.
They want no
Irk,
parts of
what's
this, man.
our Irk, what do you think is our realistic like highest seeding if we win out? Like we beat the Clippers, we take like what do you think is
A
our
miracle is the
highest?
4 seed. A miracle. If we win every game and then
Nuggets would have to
um
lose, right? Like Nuggets would
Yeah.
have
Well,
to
yeah,
lose
because they
one.
have the tiebreaker over us, so they
Yeah.
have to lose.
yeah, but
They have to lose one.
bro, they fired their
America's a
coach
third
and their
seed, bro.
GM. Their trajectory is not the greatest right now.
We
Well,
just
we'll
finished
see
as a
what they
third
look
seed.
like tomorrow because they have to play the Kings tomorrow, and that's a huge game for both teams because the Kings obviously want a home court in their first playing game, and they want Dallas to lose that game too.
So here's Denver, right? Sacramento, Memphis, Houston is their last game, right? So
Bro, they could go 0-3. I'm
they
gonna be
could, bro.
honest.
Like
I'm gonna be honest. They could go 0-3.
they theoretically could go because guess what? They can't guard either, right, bro? Like, have you seen their defense? Their defense is absolutely possibility that they might drop games. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not out of the realm at all. By no stretch. By no stretch of the imagination are they out of the woods by any means. I think that you could look at it and you'd be like, yo, these dudes would be fried, right? So
Have
Denver
they have they,
is
wait have they said when Jamal Murray is coming back? By the way, did they provide a timetable?
I
Nope.
don't know.
Nope.
I really don't know.
Oof.
Right? So Denver is uh the only reason why Denver is ahead of us right now is because they have the tiebreaker, right? And bro, like when I think about those bullshit games, bro, like one of those two of those games we just blew against them. Like we had the lead, we had them, and then we just blew it. Um so that game that we lost against them, man, it really screwed us because I think that we've played Denver pretty well this year. I don't know what about y'all, but that game that we blew at the end earlier in the year, then losing that game without Murray and Jokic on the court, and then we beat them, right? So I think we've played them pretty well this year. We haven't gotten a result and all of that, right? But just kind of looking at it, we really should be the fourth seed right now. Just nonsense why we're not, right? But the Lakers, they lost tonight, so they're on 31 L's. So all we got to do is just win out, get to 50 wins, and we're gravy, right? But bro, before Minnesota lost tonight, 32 L's for them, 32 for the Clippers, 32 for Memphis, 32 for us, and 32 for Denver. Bro, like, I've never seen that before. I've literally never seen that before.
You know, the funniest thing could
48.
happen. The
Yeah.
funniest thing could still happen where 3 through 8 end up with the same amount of losses.
But if I zoom out for a second, right? And I look at this, did y'all really think that we would have had a chance to win 50 games this year? Like, remember when we were like in December, January, and whatnot, right? And things were looking grim. I was like, there's no way this team is going to win 50 games. And I had this team down with, I think I said 55 wins this year. 55 wins is where I had them. And the fact that we're in a position to potentially win 50 games, like, I think people should feel really, really great about that because uh you know, I think we were like a game or two below 500 or something like that. And it looked grim. You know what I'm saying? People were talking crazy, you know. They were like our own fans started to say stuff was washed and all of this shit. And I just had to roll my eyes the entire time because, I'm actually watching the games and I'm like, this is what's happening, right? But people weren't trying to hear that, bro. And I completely get it. But the fact that we have a chance to really close out strong and win 50 games. I mean, when's the last time we won 50 games? I think in 2023, sorry, 2022 we won 50, what was that? 53. So we just got to close out strong. 4-game win streak ain't nothing and we're there. You know what I'm saying? So um I really got to look at this and have a positive outlook on this because, there's a lot of people talking crazy, man. And I was like, nah, we're gonna go on a run. Just like how we went on a run last year and we did some things, right? So now we have no excuse now. Now we just gotta go to the playoffs and just really finish strong. Because now I'm looking at it and Denver just fired their coach, right? We're right there. Fifth seed, Memphis, they fired their coach. You got the Clippers, you got the Timberwolves, right? Do the Rockets. I'm watching the Thunder the other night. Do any of these teams scare y'all? Bro, the shit is I've never seen it this wide open before. Have y'all? Like,
I would say out of all those teams, the only team that ever so slightly, and I mean slightly, concerned me is the Clippers. Only because we haven't beaten them this year.
yeah. By the way, we're gonna play the Clippers the last game of the year, right? So now we're gonna have a real chance to really showcase because they have given us problems. You're 100% right, but I think this is a different team. I think they have a different mindset. Um, and you know, we got some guys out there that I feel really, really confident about. So I don't know about y'all,
We
but I feel amazing
We
about it.
haven't even played Butler yet. All those games were without Butler, so I think we'll be
Yeah.
all right.
So we haven't played Butler yet. Yeah, that's true. Um, when I look at so the Kings has something to play for tonight, tomorrow night,
Yeah,
right?
yes, because they want a home court for their first playing game. They want
Yeah.
to make sure they have it instead of Dallas.
So so Sacramento has Denver, LA, and Phoenix, right? So if they're trying to secure home court, those two playing teams got something to play for. And bro, it just sucks, man, that this team is in that situation, right? So the Mavericks have something to play for tomorrow as well. So you could turn around and the Lakers, because the Lakers are on a back to back, right? So the Lakers could potentially lose that game. Um, I don't see it happening because they got a horseshoe up their ass, and who knows what can happen in that game. Anthony Davis is, who knows what AD might do. Let's see what AD is going to do tomorrow. But
Revenge game.
yeah, so it's going to be a revenge game on both sides. So who knows? But a team like Memphis, they were kind of reeling for a second. They just reeled off 3 games in a row. Um, who else? We got
Who do the
so
Grizzlies play? Who do the
so hold
Grizzlies play in
on.
their remaining games?
Here it is, right? So they got Minnesota on Thursday, right?
Well,
So
one of those teams is taking an L for sure.
bro, this is where it gets dicey, right? Because Memphis plays Minnesota on Thursday, then they play Denver on a back-to-back in Denver on Friday. Then they play Dallas, right? So they have a pretty tough remaining schedule, right? So, somebody is going to stub their toe here real quick, right? So these standings are not going to to stay the same. You know what I'm saying? Something is going to have to give at some point, right?
We have
So,
to wait till the last day of the season. Let's
yeah,
just say
yeah,
last
right?
day of the season.
So,
Yeah, literally.
here's the benefit that we have now. So, Houston, I think they have the number 2 seed wrapped up, you said, right?
Yeah, because the
Guns
Lakers
up.
lost tonight.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
Houston wrapped it up, right? So let's see here. Yeah, so they are Houston is their last 3 games. So tomorrow is this tomorrow? So yeah, Houston plays Los Angeles tomorrow. But they got
The
it wrapped
Clippers.
up. Yeah, they have Clippers. Then Houston plays at LA on Friday and then Denver, right? So, Houston, there's no point in them going out there unless they're trying to stay in rhythm and all of this stuff, right? But I think Houston, if they got it locked up, anyone that goes against Houston, they have a little bit of an easier game depending on how they're going to play this whole thing, right? So, yeah, but uh, the Timberwolves stubbed their toe tonight, so they look like they might be the 8 seed. We have to see how the rest of those games play out, but um, the Timberwolves, they play Memphis, Brooklyn, and then Utah, right? So their last 2 games. Yeah, after on Thursday they play a tough game, right? So you know, a couple of a couple of scenarios we're just looking at here. Um, but I think we're in a good spot. I think we're in a really good spot. So all we have to do is just win tomorrow, win a flyback tonight. So win tomorrow against the Spurs. They're on a back to back as well. And beat Portland. Portland is one of these annoying teams. So we just got to take care of them on Friday. And then Sunday is going to be the last game. And then after Sunday, we'll figure out
Is everybody playing on Sunday? By the way, all 30 teams, are they playing Sunday?
Everybody, bro.
everybody, yeah. Because it's
Okay.
that last game scenario. And they're probably playing out at the same time on Sunday too, right?
No, they have
Yep.
to play at the same time. Our game
Yeah,
is actually
yeah.
at 12:30. Mark,
Same
just
time.
remember, folks, that our game is actually at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. So
Yeah,
that's an
so
early start time game too, which the Warriors and early start time games don't really mix together a whole lot. But we got to see what they do.
yeah, so everything on Sunday. Well, the East Coast games, those start at 10 Pacific. So we will be at playback.tv/Space Gang, playback.tv Space Gang Lakers. Apparently we have a Laker channel on the Space Gang network. So we'll be up early on Sunday watching these games. Lakers play the Trailblazers and the Clippers are going to be at Chase Center. So a few interesting games here. Mavericks and Grizzlies play. Rockets and Nuggets play at the same time, right? So it's just funny how it just came down to like the last game of the season. How all of these are going to come down to the last game of the season. Not bad though. Not bad. Not bad though, because bro, there was some times I was watching the game this year, man, and I thought that this thing, Um, Once we did the trade, I think we were going to be fine. And then I just watched how well Jimmy fit. And the cool part about, the Steph, Jimmy, Draymond dynamic is that I'm just watching other guys flourish. Pods is flourishing. He's he's kind of stepping up. Moody, I can't say enough about Moody. I wasn't like the biggest Moody fan, but there's been a lot of, like, every morning I go in the stream and I'm talking about Moody. There's a lot of people who are very pro Moody.